Hive. So Hive is the social kind of blockchain. It was basically a fork of Steam. And to be fair, look, the ecosystem isn't bad. Really, their push has got to be on the social network front. And usage is okay given its current market cap. It's not amazing by any stretch of the imagination. There's some wiggle room in terms of where this can go, but it's going to depend on engagement. And that's really what they've got to be, what's got to be the big driver this year. Now, before I get into any of that, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up these cryptos. These were coins I thought were going to do really well, make a lot of money. You can see what they were all worth when I recorded my videos. These are the highs these cryptos hit around about 16 months on, and these are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into these coins. So 100 into each in that time would have made you a little over 123 grand. Now, we're in a bull cycle, even though altcoin season hasn't started yet. And if you're sitting on cryptos you're not happy with or you don't own any cryptos, go on to copymycrypto.com and have a look at that site. This is the site I run where I share all the coins I own with my members. And whenever I'm looking at buying or selling a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm looking at buying or selling and the price that I'm looking at buying or selling at. So my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me, so they make the same profit and they don't have any work to do at all. And if you actually go onto the site, you'll be able to see some of the profits my members have made. You'll be able to see some of my past successes as well. Now, these are public record. You can go onto the old videos on this channel. You can verify it all. If after reading through the site, watching all the videos and verifying it all, you like what you see and you want to hear more, whether it's the daily market updates I give my members, or whether it's just that you want to find out what coins I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, like I predicted with Phantom in 2020. All you've got to do to find out is join up on the site, guys. Now, Hive. So, Hive launched back in 2020. In the previous bull cycle, it did okay, actually. To be fair, it ran up to an all-time high of $3.42. $3.42. And bear in mind, it was at lows of around about 11 cents or so. So it did around about 30x. As I said, Hive is a hard fork of the Steam blockchain. Steam, back in 2016-17, was very, very popular as the social media platform where people would post, it would get upvoted, and people would get would earn a lot of money through platform engagement. And there were some accounts on Steam that were earning thousands and thousands and thousands a day. Now, the idea behind this is that it's really trying to take over from effectively what happened with Steam. So they use delegated proof of stake. Their idea is that they're a gateway from Web 2 to Web 3. They offer lightning fast processing times and feeless transactions. The use cases include social media with monetized rewards for content creators, as well as interactive blockchain games, identity management, microloans, and more. Now, realistically, the big thing here is the social media stuff. Though they do have some dApps on there like Splinterlands, PeakD, and Hiveblog, but Hive, in effect, is a social network of apps and services. Now, as I said, it was a fork of Steam. Now, the founders are, well, it was launched by members of the Steam community. The Hive platform was born as a result of the struggle for control over management between Justin Sun and Steemit. The developers hard forked the original Steam blockchain, continuing to operate independently, but with a focus on decentralization. Now, Hive is a blockchain that, as I said, is aiming to be really the next iteration of social media. All posted original content is permanently stored on the Hive blockchain. Voting for content creators is available on the platform. It's carried out with Hive and HBD tokens, similar to how they used to have with Steam, where it was Steam and I think it was SBD actually. And it's a 7-day window. And the proof of brain protocol is responsible for maintaining the level of content quality, which stimulates the creative economy by leveraging the power of human interactivity, really. Now, when we have a look at, the Hive Explorer kind of gives a lot of data, but the data is more to do with blocks than anything else. It's not to do necessarily with interactivity in the same way. But we can sort of dive into the ecosystem itself. So the socials is really where this is. I mean, Splinterlands was quite a popular game, but all in all, I'm not seeing any games here that I'm overly familiar with as like very popular. When we look at the social front, PeakD is one of the real social platforms. You've got Hive blog as well, so we'll open up both of them so we can take a little look-see. So here we go, PeakD. So it's decentralized social media with true ownership. So the way it works is pretty much exactly the same as how Steam it worked. So your posts and comments exist independent on PeakD or any website. Users can create and actually own a community or choose to make it community operated, and your connections with others are independent of PeakD. Deplatform is a sphere that only exists in systems that don't have true ownership. So there's no there's no deplatforming. So you can have a look and you can dive in and click on really any sort of thread. Doesn't particularly matter. I don't really know any of these threads. Alien Art Hive. I don't know. Just choosing one that I'm assuming doesn't have something wild. So here we go. So then you can see here, down here, that's the earnings. So as you can see, it's about engagement. So the more engaged, the more people earn, right? And the rewards are based on sort of a breakdown of, again, how are people engaging with it? So this post in particular, I mean, piece of artwork, right? But that's earned 4.64 Hive. So, round about buck, right? So some of these end up being really, well, they can end up being very, very successful. Really what we want to look at is maybe Hot. Hot probably is going to give the best in terms of most likely to get some sort of earning capacity. So 8.82 Hive, 8.91 Hive. So as you can see, some people are earning relatively well. They're earning a little bit for their post. This person put up a post of their golf swing, I think. So 34 Hive. But there will be people on here that will earn hundreds on a post, right? Or hundreds of Hive on a post. Now, maybe that's only $20 right now, but if Hive actually has a rally, could be very, very profitable, like I said. That's PeakD. You've got Hive blog as well, but here you go, Hive blog. So you can see this is someone called Lord Butterfly, but they earned $109 for this post. $109. So that's what I mean. Engagement matters. If you are someone that is active in the social front and you want to kind of grow your network, or you think you've got really good content that is good, people are going to engage with, you've legit got a shot of earning something. So if we sort by maybe payouts, so there you go. So these are HBD, that's HBD funder, so you would expect higher payouts, HBD funders are naturally going to have more. But yeah, you can see. So Walk on the Water, Spanish cover from, there you go, so $84. But yeah, so some people end up doing pretty well off of this. And like I said, if you are someone that is not really sure how you want to enter the social media space, maybe you don't want to do YouTube, maybe you don't want to do Twitter, maybe you don't want to do something overly active, but you want to figure out a way to earn, this is kind of a method that you can earn. Hive, like I say, has engagement. I mean, the fact that you have people that, people that are earning $80 for a post. I mean, you can see here, 875 upvotes for this singer's post, 26 comments. You can see there's engagement. So the platform is being used. And while I don't think Hive is like a blockchain where people are going to flock to develop, their social front isn't bad. Actually, what I think they need to do is really push on the social front from the earning capacity, instead of because the reality is like a YouTuber, you have to have a certain amount of followers to earn. You have to have a certain amount of views to earn before you can monetize your platform. This is monetized from the get. So if you create really cool things that you think people are going to have fun with, you can earn. And really, that's got to be their push. Their push has got to be, look, if you are someone that wants to explore the social media front, maybe as like a career in the future, but maybe you don't want your face out there or something like that, this is where you go. If they really push on this, I think they can get solid engagement. I think they can add thousands and thousands of people, because there's a lot of people that I speak to on a daily basis that talk about wanting to build some sort of channel or some sort of social media presence, but they don't necessarily want their face out there, or they want to be anonymous or something along those lines. This is a way of doing that. And it's what's the phrase? It's like a soft start. It's like a soft launch, right? Because it isn't an enormous platform, but it's kind of got that perfect size where people are going to see it. You know, you can get lost in the size of YouTube, or lost in the size of Twitter, or, you know, Instagram, or whatever BS. Like, I'm not a fan of social media, but, you know, obviously I use it, but this is actually the size of the community is large, but it's not too large that you're going to get lost in the mire of all the content. So you've got a shot of building something. I think that if the team really push on a solid marketing plan where they can try and get the burgeoning sort of social media influencers or people that want to enter this space, they can build something here. Engagement is key here. Because if this user base grows, I can see this getting to $1, maybe even $1.50. There is absolutely a world where this can get into the multiple dollars, but that requires an enormous user base, and it's miles away from that right now. But what they've got is engagement. What they've got is a platform. Now just draw people in. That requires simple stuff. Marketing, advertising, showing. I mean, how many friggin' adverts has someone seen on Temu or some crap like that? There's a reason that those platforms grow, is because everyone constantly sees them time and time again. Same thing needs to be done from Hive. If they do this, they can grow. No doubt about it. Because people will see it and go, oh, cool. Well, I make some cool stuff. Like I do art at my house. I could post this and people might like it. It's just a little engagement tool, you know, to push, that people can push for. Because there's something here. I wouldn't get excited about the blockchain. I wouldn't get excited about the games and stuff like that. But the social platforms, whether it's PeakD or Hive blog, have something. And that can push the Hive price up, but it requires engagement. I'm curious to hear what people think in terms of something to try. Like, if you're a naturally creative person, but you're tentative about putting yourself out there, this is a way of doing it. Does it appeal to you? Maybe you're a writer. Maybe you're a painter. Maybe maybe you create music. Maybe you have amazing thoughts that you just want to share. Does this appeal as an idea? And you can maybe earn $10, $5, $10. You can maybe build a following. Because if you can build a following here, you know it can transition to the bigger platforms as well. So yeah, curious to hear people's thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now. If you're not happy with the coins you own, or you don't own any, go on to copymycrypto.com now and just read through the site. On there, you'll see the profits my members have made. You can see my history. You can see some of the successes I've had. Everything on the site is public record. You can verify it all on the history of this channel. On the site, I share with my members every single coin I own. When I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell, the price that I'm going to buy or sell at. So my members get in and out of coins, same price as me, so they make the same profit, and they don't have any work to do at all. If after reading through the site, watching the videos, verifying all, you like what you see, and you want to learn more, whether it's just you want to hear my daily market updates, or whether you want to just find out the coins I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, all you've got to do to find out about them, guys, is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.